Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm talking about lifetime shed screw anchors. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? Well, this is part FEX. It's designed for their shed number 60336. I purchased this shed from Costco a few years ago. The shed's been great. It has withstood several storms and the relentless Texas heat. But I've recently run into an issue with random screws lying on the floor of the shed. As I looked around the shed, I noticed that they came from locations that were fastened down to Lifetime's plastic screw anchors. It looks like these plastic anchors were cracked, probably due to the weather fluctuations and a few very hot Texas summers. I probably could have called Lifetime and they would have probably sent out or sold me replacement parts at no problem and probably gotten here pretty quick. But instead, I took it as a challenge to replicate the part and try to improve it. I think that is exactly what I did. I designed the replacement pieces in Fusion 360. Once I was happy with my design, I exported it to Cura, which is my go-to 3D printer slicer software. One of my concerns was the resilience of the new parts. I've had parts made out of PLA in the shed, and they warp during the summer heat, so those weren't an option. Typically, ABS is the alternative to PLA when you need something to handle high heat. But I'm not a fan of printing ABS, especially on my old Anycubic i3 Mega Pro that I'm usually printing with. Although it's a great printer, it does not have an enclosure to regulate the temperatures. I did make an enclosure myself, and I've tried using the enclosure that I made, but it did not fix my printing issues. Usually when I'm printing with ABS, one of two things happens. Either my builds end up warping if I'm able to get a print out of it, or they end up spaghettiing after just a few layers and just completely ruining the print. So I usually use PETG or PETG. When I need a print to hold up to those high temperatures, I've never had a problem with it. So I'll add the slicer settings that I'm putting in up on the screen here in just a bit. When I print these pieces, I like to print several at a time since they print very quickly. It's easy to do after setting my printer settings. Now that my pieces are ready, replacing the broken pieces is relatively easy. If you'd like the STL file for you to print yourself, along with other parts that I've made, you can find them on my website, mre3d.com. The link's in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All those likes and subscribes help me build my channel, and I'll see you next time.